Hey YouTube, Val here, and I'm here to talk to you about today's deck profile, deck of the month, the Nordic deck. We're going to start off with the whole deck profile, then I'll tell you guys how each card interacts and works with each other. So first up we have Tanngrisnir, the white goat. You want to have 3 of these for sure. Next up we have Sangan to search out the cards in your deck. Pretty much searches out any card in your deck, minus Gorz, but we'll get to that later. Next up we have Valkyrie for situations where you only have Valkyrie and 2 other Nordic monsters in your hand. A situation that I've encountered many times, so you want to run 2 of those. We have Vanadis of the Nordic Ascendant next, run 3 of those. The other black goat, Tanngnjostr, can't pronounce that name right, but you need to run 3 of those for sure. Those bring out your Guldfaxe, your Tanngrisnir, pretty much any Nordic beast monster that you have in your deck you can bring out with its effect. Plus you can special summon it when Tanngrisnir, the white goat, is destroyed by battle. Next up we have Super-Nimble Mega Hamster. You need to have 3 of those. I'm waiting for my 3rd one, but 3 of those necessary to bring out any beast monster level 3 or lower from your deck, which is pretty much every beast monster in your deck, which includes Tanngrisnir, the black goat, Ryko, which we have next as well. So moving on, next you have Ryko. 2 Rykos. Using 2 Rykos, you pretty much can destroy any card on the field, and you can mill your deck and pretty much bring out what you want to synchro summon. Don't run more than 2 Rykos though. Next up we have Guldfaxe, 2 of the horses. Need to synchro summon for Odin. Thor. Next up is Gorz, the kind of pretty much the ultimate like fuck you card if anyone attacks their life points directly. Then we start off with the trap cards and magic cards. This is first trap card should be a staple in every deck, which is 3 Gleipnirs. You definitely need this. This is probably the best search card ever. Literally brings any Nordic monster you want to your hand. Definitely need 3 of those. Too bad that's not a magic card. Next up we have Bottomless Trap Hole. Run 2 of those. Next up is Compulsory Evacuation Device. Notice how in Compulsory it says return 1 monster on the field to its owner's hand. There's nothing about negating or destroying or anything of that sort, so it's very hard for your opponents to negate this kind of card. And it's a very annoying card and it works very well. Next up is Torrential Tribute, staple. After that is Trap Stun. When you have your Syncros out, like Odin and Thor, you definitely want to have Trap Stun played before so they don't get affected by anything like Mirror Force or Solemn Judgment or Solemn Warning, anything of that sort. Onto the magic cards, we have 2 Mystical Space Typhoons, staple. Monster Reborn, staple. 2 creature swaps. People have been asking me why I've been running creature swaps, and I let them know by kicking their ass. So you want to run creature swap to have this technique, or this combo. You set your Tanngrisnir, use creature swap, take their monster, attack your Tanngrisnir, get 2 of the Nordic Beast tokens, plus you get to keep their monster. It's a win-win-win situation. And next turn you can summon into Odin. Or Thor. Book of Moon, since the March ban list has removed it to 1, you have 1 Book of Moon. Mind Control for the same effect, Synchro. Or take one of your opponent's monsters away for the direct attack that's gonna kill them. And last 3 cards, Pot of Avarice, Giant Trunade, Dark Hole. Staples, Pot of Avarice you might want to put in 2, just depending on how your play style is. I switch between 1 and 2 depending on how I play, or who I'm playing against. Pot of Avarice is just there because of Ryko. Every time you mill your monsters you want to bring them back. Let's move on to the Syncros now. Standard Synchro in almost any deck, Stardust Dragon. This Red Dragon Archfiend I just put there for fun. Not really needed in your deck. Your main 2 Synchros will be Odin. Have 3 of them. 2 at least. And 2 Thors. Up next, some really good situational Synchros that will help you out throughout almost any situation within the game. And you can Synchro summon these really easily with this deck. Brionek and Black Rose Dragon. I'm going to give you some quick tips for summoning Black Rose Dragon and Odin at the same time, and I'm going to end this video because I have a couple other videos coming up and I don't want to reveal all of my playstyles right away. If you have more questions about Nordics, please actually PM me through the inbox. but I'm going to give you a quick tip to bring out Odin and Black Rose in 2 turns, in your first 2 turns. So, say you have Tanngrisnir and Tanngnjostr in your hand. In the first turn, you set Tanngrisnir. Your opponent destroys it. You get 2 tokens. You're able to summon this, special summon this in defense mode, along with the 2 tokens. Next turn, switch this to attack mode, and you bring out Guldfaxe. Guldfaxe plus Tanngnjostr equals Black Rose Dragon. On your second turn, you can either wipe the field, taking away anything your opponent has, or if you draw into Vanadis on the second turn, that's Black Rose Dragon, plus you play the Vanadis, and with your 2 tokens, it's Odin plus plus Black Rose on the same turn. So it's a great move because once you bring out your Black Rose Dragon, your opponent will try to Solemn Judgment or Solemn Warning it, or Bottomless it, which is great because if they do, they just wasted their card. You're going to Synchro summon anything anyway, and if they don't, and you think they're going to bring out, and they think you're going to bring out Odin, let's just clear the field. Just wipe away everything that they have, and next turn we'll continue on the path to Synchro summoning some more. You can throw in Loki if you want, but it's not necessarily needed in this deck. Your main Synchros are Stardust Dragon, Odin, Thor, Black Rose, and Brionac. This is the Nordic deck profile. My name is Ryko. Let me know if you have any questions. Peace out, YouTube.